morning, it's Sunday and we're back out in the van. That's right, it's Sunday. It doesn't stop for the self-employed. If there's work, you've got to do it. So we are off out to a customer of ours with an Audi Q5, and it's got a issue with the auxiliary belt that drives the alternator and everything like that from the crank. The belt's come off and it looks as if it's come off due to the fact that the tensioner itself has broken at some point. I don't know how, but we'll find out when we get there. As long as it's just belt and tensioner and the parts I've got to correct, then we should be able to get this customer back out on the road. Let's go. Right, so let's have a look. See down there, I don't know if it's going to focus 100%, but the tensioner has snapped just underneath the alternator there. You can see the pulley and the spring from it. That's what it should look like. And basically, this bit here inside has snapped. So the spring and the pulley is separated, and then it's shredded the belt in the process. So yeah, let's try and get this off. Right, so see the new tensioner I just showed you a minute ago. Here's the old one out. So I think either this plastic bushing, I think more likely that the end here, how it attaches inside there is snapped, will come out. So anyway, all three components are there, so let's get this in. Right, so the new tensioner's in, and I've just cleaned up the crank pulley because it had a lot of remnants of the old belt on it, and I've cleaned up the other two pulleys just to make sure there's nothing left of the old belt stuck on there, because otherwise that could end up throwing the belt again. Right, so the belt's all on nicely. So the routing I couldn't get quite right to begin with, obviously because it didn't have a complete belt on there. I didn't see the routing before. If when you're doing these, you should really take a picture or draw the diagram of all the pulleys and the routing of the belt. Really helps when you go to put it back together. There we go, she's all fitted and running. If you like these videos, please smash that like button, share this video and subscribe to the channel. Right, that's the Audi Q5 all finished. New auxiliary belt and belt tensioner. The old belt tensioner had sort of imploded on itself, and in the process it had knackered the belt and melted some of the belt onto the pulley, so we had to clean all the pulley up just to make sure that it wasn't going to throw a belt or anything like that. So yeah, customers all happy. If you ever taken a auxiliary belt off or an alternator belt off, just might be mindful to draw yourself a diagram. I didn't have that luxury this time because the belt had obviously been thrown off and damaged, but it helps you so much when you go to put it back together, because there's been so many times when I've looked at it and I thought, yep, it's sitting there, I remember. And then when you go to put it back on, what you think's the right routing isn't quite the right routing. I mean, today I almost thought I had the wrong belt, but it was absolutely right. So all sorted, customer back on the road. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much to everyone for watching these videos. It really makes the editing worthwhile.